shadow. Hey guys! Okay, so the sun is all in my face. It's not ideal, but it's also not a deal breaker, so I'm totally fine with that. I'm pretty much in the Wildflower Garden. Oh, I guess I can move over a little bit. Ugh, hold on. I'm feeling old, y'all. Okay, so I'm in the Wildflower Garden. We have a lot of natives in here. We have things from coreopsis to coneflower to pink ladies. I have bulbs in here. I have cleavers. We have lilies. We have so many plants, lemon balm, onions. We have a bunch of different things. So because this is our third year with our Wildflower Garden, this started just me throwing seeds down, wildflower seeds that were native to Texas. I bought some online. You can go online and just Google native seeds for your state, and you can work your soil a little bit. What we did was we pulled up the turf first, and after we did that, we kind of raked the ground a little bit, added a little bit of, I think it was peat moss at the time, but we wouldn't do that now. We'd probably use some coco coir, and that was just trying to help and get the seeds to germinate. When you use wildflowers, you don't really need to add a bunch of compost or anything, because wildflowers, they grow in the wild, so there's not a bunch of compost out there, so you don't have to do that. And then we threw down our seeds that we ordered online. Right now, our Wildflower Garden is, I mean, it's surpassed anything that we thought it would be. It's absolutely beautiful when everything is in bloom. But the problem right now we're having is all these wildflowers, they go to seed. So if I don't catch them before they go to seed and pour out tons of seed, our Wildflower Garden gets very, very thick, full of wildflowers and natives and even bulbs, because we also, like I said, we planted lilies and we planted different bulbs that I can't think of at the moment. So what I'm doing is I'm thinning it. I actually want to show you real quick what I'm working with when it comes to the Wildflower Garden. I'm losing my voice, y'all. So this is what I hope you guys can see. I was hoping this would work. So on this side, we have things like chives and alliums. We have coneflowers coming up, cleavers. We have, I'm trying to think, the white daffodils. We have pink ladies, just a bunch of things. And like I said, look how thick it is. That's because the pink ladies love our garden, and they have literally taken over so much of it, all the way to that side over there. Look at all those cleavers, the lavender, strawberries, irises, just a bunch of herbs. So it's beautiful, yes, but I have a lot of thinning that I have to do. So the way I'm going to do this, which I'll show you in a second. I might prop you up somewhere better. Let me see. I hope you guys can see. Forgive me if I'm not really good at doing this by myself. My husband's at work. Okay. All right, so how I'm gonna do this, I've already done some of it. I'm gonna just pick spots, which I'm gonna wear a glove. All I had was this one at the moment. I couldn't find my other ones. And I'm going to pick the pink ladies out. Not all of them, but a lot of them, because they've taken over. And if you know what pink ladies are, they're a beautiful wildflower pink flower. They kind of look like buttercups. Their flower ranges, I don't know, it's about 2 inches around. They're actually absolutely gorgeous, but they're taking over. So I want my bulbs to bulb. You should see my lilies when they come out. Oh my goodness, they're like on the border right here. They're gorgeous, but I don't want them fighting the pink ladies. So I'm gonna take them out now. Put my glove on because I don't know what's in here. With native flowers, wildflowers, come little critters. And I don't want to get bit or anything like that. We don't really have to deal with snakes because we have so many cats. So we'll see. So these are some of my lilies. I'm gonna just kind of go around them and I'm gonna pull the pink ladies out. Pink ladies, when we thin them, they're so hardy that if you wanted to put them somewhere else, you could. I still have loofah vines dried up in here. So I'm just pulling what I can. The root comes right out, especially because it's good soil. So when you have really good soil, although it's not mixed with a bunch of compost, because like I said, these are natives and wildflowers, they don't need a ton. If I do compost, I do it around my bulbs. So that's all we pretty much do to kind of like keep it nice and good. I'm just ripping them out. I also have a lot of nettle in here. The henbit nettle. That grows amazing over here, and we like to keep that in because they're like the first thing that flowers in our garden. And the bees and all the other pollinators, they love it. So I like to keep it in there. So yeah, I'm just pulling a bunch of this out because it's just too much. It's overrun. It's overrun by wildflowers. So I have to do my thinning. It's so important. Because I want my bulbs. I want to see my pretty lilies. And then it's exciting to have bulbs too because a lot of people have birthdays in the summer, and what better than to bring somebody a pretty bouquet of lilies? you know, they're just beautiful, and why not share them? Because to be quite frank, the pollinators, they enjoy the bulbs, but they much rather have the natives. They much rather have the wildflowers. And the root systems are stronger in the wildflowers than the bulbs. So you might as well just take the bulbs out and cut them for, not take them out, but cut them for different people, you know, to enjoy. Because I think we enjoy them more than the wildlife enjoys them. It's just what it is. I like a big, bold flower. Okay, so I got the ones that are over here. So I'm going to start on this side, get all these pink ladies. And it's so funny because our front yard, this is the fence to our front yard. So right outside our front yard, this fence is a ton of pink ladies all on the outside. And me and my husband were seeing them the other day, and I was like, please don't run them over with the lawnmower around them. We're gonna have to create like a continuing wildflower garden on the outside of this fence because it's already going out there, and I don't want to kill them. I mean, it's so beautiful when it blooms. I don't know if anyone's commented. I'm sorry, I can't really see the comments. But if you are debating on doing a wildflower garden, just do it. If you have the space for it, do it. If you don't have the space for it, make space. It's just, I don't know, it's beautiful every year. All these different plants in here. And it's cool because, like I said, we spread seeds. We just kind of spread them all over. So we get new things all the time. Every year, different things start to pop up. Try to get, okay. Guys, it looks like I'm taking out a lot, but I'm really not. There's so much. I mean, there really is so much. And I just want to get enough to where I give the other flowers room. There we go. All right. I think I got it. I might have taken, oh no, I didn't. All right. Lots of cleavers here too. And if you've looked on the community tab, I like to post on the community tab on our YouTube because, I don't know, it's kind of like when I would be on Facebook all the time, I enjoyed posting and giving information. So the community tab on YouTube is actually really cool. I enjoy it. I enjoy putting information out there for you. I'm much better typing than I am talking. I mean, I can talk, I enjoy talking, but like, as far as like informational stuff, I'm not really good at, I don't know, speaking the knowledge, I guess. I don't even know. So community tab, go hit it up and see about the cleavers. Okay. This looks so much better than what it did. Oh my gosh, it was like a big fluffy, well, it was pretty, but it was just too fluffy. All right, there we go. See all the frogs and different wildlife in here. Sorry guys. Okay, so I'm gonna turn you guys around so you can see kind of what we done, well, what I did. So those are our bulbs, the lilies that I told you about. And you see that opening space, that's kind of all the stuff that I've ripped out. Look at all those pink ladies. My word. And look, they're all here. They're everywhere. It's so funny. But it'll be beautiful once they bloom. They're another flower that, out of everything in the Wildflower Garden, the Cleavers, well, the henbit bloom first, then the Cleavers, then the pink ladies, and then everything else starts to bloom. The Cleavers are starting to open up now. They create such a beautiful little, here, let me try to get you off the tripod so I can, oops, sorry about that. Hold on, let me turn you. Okay, so the Cleaver put off a beautiful little white bloom. See right there. If I can click it, there we go. See them? They're so small, but they're native and they're important to our ecosystem. I really, really love them. If you're harvesting cleaver for medicinal benefits, I usually just do it before they bloom. You can look more into that. We have, okay. See, I can't, yeah, there we go. Look at my alliums are starting to bulb up, so they're gonna open up soon. I'm super excited for those. They should be bigger than that, but like I said, this area, I need to add compost just to the bulbs. We have all the henbit I was talking about. A lot of them were opened a little bit ago. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Here's some blooming. The onions. I've had those in for 3 years and they're doing so good right there. My lemon balm is coming back. Look at that. It's like our lemon balm goes from here to here usually. So I'm excited for that. We harvest that a lot for our rabbits and teas, etc. Look at these. Oh, I love our wildflower garden. I'm so blessed. I'm thankful. I think everybody should have one. And then we have the different pieces of wood we just put in there, you know, to try to create a atmosphere for the wildlife. All of this stuff I took out. We have daffodils just in a square. Look at the pink ladies. They came all the way around. We ended up wrapping this because we're like, you know what? Look at the cleavers are like over the lavender. It's so funny. I usually plant basil back here and it reseeds and basil comes back, so we'll see if that happens. We have a bunch of sunflowers trying to come back. I may have to rip those out just because of given where it's at. We have strawberries. See all the strawberries? I think I have a toad under here still. Look at that. Okay, see that? Hey, how are you doing? Yeah, look at all the wildlife under there, all the critters. It's exciting. I enjoy it. I'm thankful. We have just more natives. I think that's dianthus. I think that's what it's called. And we have our bee balm. See, our natives wrap around this part of the garden. Our sage, our stevia is coming back, our lemon thyme, our oregano. And then the end of it ends over here with some more daffodils. And it creates just such a pretty little area in our garden. It's my favorite part. Let me clean off my lens. My word, it's a blurry mess. I'm sorry. It's probably because when I dropped it. See, look at this. Yay. Look at our tomatoes. They're tiny, but they are going to fill this trellis because we have indeterminate right now. Not quite. I'll probably put the pink ladies in the compost. They haven't reseeded or anything, so they should be fine in there. More tomatoes. That's the idea. Our indeterminate tomatoes are going to supposedly grow up the trellis, and if they don't, I'll just help them by tying them very loosely to this and allowing them to grow up. You get way more tomatoes when you grow indeterminate tomatoes. So I'm really excited about that for sure. Our asparagus. We got, let me see. This was our first time harvesting asparagus. We got quite a few big ones, but not enough to feed our huge family. So I'm letting them all grow back up and do their reseeding process until next season, till I get more. We still have garlic in the ground, chamomile, Swiss chard, cilantro popping up. I have parsley, carrots, radishes, toothache plants coming up, kale, just a bunch of different things. Our garden is starting to come alive and it's so excited. I moved lemon balm here. I have borage, lots of comfrey, the Bocking 14, because if you get the regular comfrey and you have a small area like mine, it can become invasive. Even though comfrey has a ton of benefits, it can still become invasive when it goes to reseed. So you get the Bocking 14 or the Bocking 4. I'm so excited for our comfrey. I'm going to be making salves. It's going to be used in fertilizing, and it's a great feed for animals, chickens, pigs, rabbits, whoever. We still have daffodils up and running. They're dying off now, but they're still up and running, so that's exciting. This is another trellis we have of tomatoes. I planted like everything, guys. You know, I just went big or go home. I could always replant. Worst case, it's all right. Beans, cucumbers, more beans, because beans are a nitrogen fixer. So I like to plant those with plants that like nitrogen. So we have a bunch of squash over here. I have a lot of other little plants growing, and when it gets too cold, I just have me and my husband, we grab that and we put it on top. I am not understanding why I can't see. If you guys are commenting, I'm not sure if you are, but if you are, forgive me, I can't see them. Not sure why, but I just can't. Okay. Our elderberry is coming. Look at that. Look, I'm so excited for the elderberry, guys. Look at all this beautiful elderberry. And then our other elderberry plants are here. They're bigger. I didn't cut them down to the ground, but the leaves are still growing on them, so that's exciting. And they're starting to pop up new elderberries all over the place. Look at this. This is an elderberry. That's the mama plant. This is an elderberry here. Elderberry here with some Bermuda. Lord have mercy. Some elderberry here. They're all over the place. I need to rip those pieces up and just give them away or sell them. You know, I like to say sell them. My husband would love if I sold them all, but it happens. I cut our onions because they're doing really well and I want them to focus on bulbing. So cutting them helps them do that. We have potatoes all over the place. I literally had a bunch of potatoes that went to seed from the store and I started planting them all over the place. So we got potatoes. What happened, Nellie? Oh, check the shed. I have calendula. Okay, if you see all this beautiful caging, the reason I have that is because we have cats. And when you have cats, well, outdoor cats, they love fresh compost. They love it, love it, love it. So until these grow bigger and take up the space, I will take out the wire, because the cats don't really care if there's a lot of plants there. Well, once there's a lot of plants, then they won't dig in it. Look in here. Look what my daughter did. All this wire. Those are all birdhouse gourds, guys. Hundreds of them. I need to pull out. I'm trying to leave them there so in case somebody wants some birdhouse gourds, I can just pot them for them, but I just haven't had the time. So it is what it is, guys. So many birdhouse gourds. More onions. These are the Texas sweet onions, super sweet, or something like that. They're supposed to be huge. They're actually tiny because this bed is a brand new bed and the soil is not as amazing as the other beds because it's brand new. I've noticed that if you are a first-time gardener or if you have a brand new bed, your soil will never be as top-notch as a bed that's been there for 3 years. So it is what it is. This is just a spot I've been kind of working. I want to do some more natives on this side of the garden. Look at this, yay! God is good, guys. And slowly I see all these little ragweeds I have to pull up. Oh man, we get so much ragweed, it's not even funny. And it all comes from that side of the fence. Look at that. So all the ragweed comes from over there. Well, I'm kind of bummed that I don't have any comments like to see that I can see, but it's okay. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I helped you, and I hope I encouraged you to get a native wildflower garden going because they are awesome and they bring off so many early blooms, and with early blooms come early pollinators, and then that tells the pollinators, hey, the good stuff is in that yard. So then they come back to come get the goodness. God bless you all. I hope you have a great day. And I'll probably continue taking a few of these pink ladies out. Bye.